Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Life Talk English. I'm Nico.
And I'm Elisa.
Imagine this. You step into your office just as the morning sunlight filters through the blinds. You breathe in that fresh coffee aroma, and you're ready to greet your team. Sounds peaceful, right?
Peaceful until you realize you need to remember everyone's names and who's on which project today. This might be harder than it sounds.
Liking what you hear? Hit that like button and subscribe to join us for more, but only if this is your kind of learning.
And hey, while you're listening, comment your location and local time. We love knowing where you're tuning in from.
Now, settle in, maybe grab a notebook or just relax with your headphones on, and let's ease into today's English journey together.
So, let's start with those morning greetings. You walk into the office and you see your teammate. What do you say?
A simple, "Good morning, Sarah. How's your day starting?" works perfectly. Polite, friendly, and shows interest.
And you can respond naturally. "Good morning, Nico. Pretty good, thanks. How about you?" It's simple, but repeating phrases like this helps you remember them for real situations.
Right. And don't worry if you forget names sometimes. You can gently ask, "I'm sorry, remind me of your project again?" People usually appreciate honesty and politeness.
True. And you can add a little friendly comment like, "I always need a morning coffee before I can think clearly." It lightens the mood.
Exactly. Now, small talk is key. You might say, "Did you see the game last night?" Or, "How was your weekend?" It's not about deep conversations, just connecting.
And it's perfectly fine to mix in compliments. For example, "I like your presentation slides. They're really clear." Even a simple compliment builds rapport.
Another tip is notice the energy in the office. If someone seems busy, keep greetings short but warm. "Morning. Hope your morning's going well."
And repeating key phrases is helpful. Say it in different ways. "Good morning. How's your day shaping up?" Or, "Hey, morning. Got your coffee yet?" You'll start feeling confident using them naturally.
Let's role play a scenario. You walk into the office and you see two colleagues talking by the coffee machine. What's your approach?
Maybe, "Hey, team. Mind if I join in for a quick chat before the meeting?"
Perfect, polite, inclusive, and opens the conversation. Notice the "mind if I join" part. It's a subtle way to ask permission without being pushy.
And you can follow up with a friendly comment like, "Looks like the coffee line's our new meeting spot."
Exactly. A bit of humor makes you approachable. Also, notice how these phrases naturally practice question forms, like, "How is your day starting?" or "Mind if I join?"
And if someone responds, you keep it going. "Oh, I see. Busy morning? Anything I can help with?" This shows interest and teamwork.
Another morning scenario, catching a manager in the hallway. You can say, "Good morning, Miss Lee. Did you have a good weekend?" Simple, respectful, friendly.
And if she asks about your day, answer with short but clear sentences. "Morning's going well, thank you. I've got a few emails to sort out first."
It's also fine to add a motivational touch, like, "Looking forward to tackling today's projects." It keeps the energy positive.
Sometimes people are in a rush. In that case, a smile and a quick "morning" works wonders. Body language counts as much as words.
Good point. And don't forget, repetition builds confidence. Every morning, greet people, ask small questions, repeat key phrases. Soon it becomes second nature.
Let's not forget cultural notes. In many workplaces, slightly casual but respectful greetings work best. Overly formal or overly casual can feel off.
And a little humor never hurts. You can say, "I survived the traffic. How about you?" People usually smile and it breaks tension.
Another gentle reminder, eye contact matters. Even in English, showing attention makes your greetings feel genuine.
And when walking past, you can add small follow-ups. "Catch you at the team meeting later." It shows connection without taking too much time.
Oh, and for language learners, don't stress perfect grammar. Using "how's your day" instead of "how is your day going" is perfectly fine in casual office chat.
Right. Practical use beats grammar perfection here. The goal is communication and warmth.
And if someone teases you for a small mistake, just laugh with them. It's part of office culture. You're learning, and that's okay.
So, as you walk into your office each day, remember, smile, greet, ask a friendly question, maybe add a light comment or joke. Repetition is your secret tool.
And remember, even tiny greetings set the tone for the day. One warm "good morning" can spark a friendly chain reaction throughout the office.
Exactly. By practicing this daily, you're improving your English naturally while building workplace rapport.
So, tomorrow morning, try these phrases. Mix in your own style and notice how people respond. It's a small step, but powerful.
And if you ever feel shy, start with one phrase, repeat it to yourself, then try it in real life. Baby steps work.
And don't forget the CTA from earlier. Like, comment, your location, and see how your small morning greetings grow confidence over time.
Okay, next we'll move into meetings and group discussions. But for now, enjoy your morning practice. Smiles, greetings, and friendly questions.
Remember, your first interactions of the day set your mood and your English tone. So make them count. Gently, warmly, and with a little fun.
All right, let's step into the meeting room. Imagine walking in with your notebook, laptop, and maybe a cup of coffee still in hand.
That coffee is like a lifeline, isn't it? But yes, meetings can feel intimidating at first, especially if you need to speak up in English.
Definitely. The first step is joining politely. You can say, "Good morning, everyone. Thanks for letting me join." Short, respectful, and sets a positive tone.
And if you're joining a recurring meeting, you might add, "I'm excited to catch up on today's agenda." It shows interest without being over the top.
Exactly. Now, when someone else is speaking, simple phrases like, "That's a great point, Sarah," or "I see what you mean," keep you engaged without interrupting.
And if you need to speak, you can raise your hand slightly or say, "May I add something?" It's polite and clear, especially in professional settings.
Right. Notice how "may I" is a very soft way to ask permission, less abrupt than just jumping in.
And sometimes ideas come to you fast. You can start with, "I have a thought on that," or "Here's another perspective we might consider." It's confident but not pushy.
Perfect. Let's role play. I'm presenting a project update. So far, our campaign results show a 12% increase in engagement.
I could respond, "Thanks, Nico. That's impressive. I have a thought. Maybe we could also explore weekend promotions to boost engagement further."
Excellent. See how that adds value without taking over? You acknowledge first, then suggested.
And if someone disagrees, you can say, "I understand your point. Could we also consider—" Polite disagreement keeps the conversation professional.
Exactly. And if the meeting uses slides or reports, practice language for referencing materials, as you can see on slide 3, or looking at the latest report, we notice.
That makes you sound organized and prepared. People respect that.
Also, repeating phrases naturally helps retention. You might say, "I see your point," or "That's interesting," several times. It's normal and shows active listening.
And if someone pauses, it's okay to add small, supportive comments like, "Yes, exactly," or "I agree." Meetings are partly about connection, not just facts.
Now, interruptions happen. You might need to politely get attention. "Excuse me, could I add a quick thought?" This phrase is very useful and professional.
And humor can lighten a long meeting. "Looks like we need a coffee break after these numbers."
Absolutely. Another key skill is clarifying. If someone says something fast, ask, "Could you explain that last part again?" Polite and clear.
Or, just to be sure I understand. It's a gentle way to confirm details without sounding slow.
Good tip. Also, using summaries helps. So, to recap, our main priorities are: it reinforces your understanding and helps others follow along.
And small phrases like, "That's a good question," or "I hadn't thought of that," show you're engaged and open to ideas.
Let's not forget cultural notes. In English-speaking workplaces, brief pauses and nodding are common. They show you're listening. You don't have to fill every silence.
True. I used to panic in silences, thinking I had to speak immediately. But a pause can actually make your point stronger.
And if the meeting ends, you can politely close with, "Thank you everyone for your input. I'll follow up on my action items soon." Short, professional, and clear.
Or casually, "Thanks, team. Great discussion. Let's keep the momentum going." Warm and slightly more friendly.
Also, remember linking phrases for learning. Regarding, following up on, building on your idea. These phrases connect thoughts smoothly.
And repetition helps here, too. Use the same phrases in different meetings. It sticks and feels natural.
Role-play quick recap. I say, "We need to finalize the presentation by Friday." You could reply,
Got it, Nico. I'll make sure the draft is ready by Thursday so we can review.
"Perfect." Short, clear, and shows initiative.
And if someone disagrees, you might say, "I understand your concern. Maybe we can compromise by..." It keeps dialogue polite and solution-focused.
Meetings are like mini English classrooms, listening, speaking, negotiating, and learning phrases all at once.
Exactly. That's why practicing these scenarios outside real meetings is so helpful. Try role-playing with a colleague or even yourself.
And gently remind yourself that mistakes are okay. Even native speakers stumble sometimes. Confidence and politeness matter more than perfection.
So, key takeaways: join politely, listen actively, ask to speak politely, use linking phrases, summarize, clarify, and sprinkle in light humor if appropriate.
And remember, every meeting is practice, engaging, learning, and slowly growing your confidence in workplace English.
By next week, try using at least 3 of these phrases in your meetings and notice the difference in how smoothly conversations flow.
And take notes of what feels natural. Repeat those phrases, and soon they'll become second nature. All right. Next up, we'll dive into emails and chat communication, where polite phrasing matters even more.
But for now, enjoy practicing meeting phrases. And don't forget the coffee. It's a trusted friend for long discussions.
Now, let's move from the meeting room to your inbox and chat apps. Emails and instant messages are a big part of workplace English.
And sometimes the most nerve-wracking. You want to sound professional, but not robotic or cold.
Exactly. Let's start with emails. The first line sets the tone. A friendly, "Hi, Sarah, hope you're doing well," works better than a stiff, "Dear Sarah."
And if it's someone you don't know well, you can say, "Hello, I hope this message finds you well." Polite, safe, and professional.
Right. And for the body of the email, use short, clear sentences. Instead of, "I am writing to you in regard to the project," you could say, "I wanted to follow up on the project."
Much simpler and easier to understand. Less wordy is more, especially in busy workplaces.
And don't forget action phrases. "Could you please review this document?" or "I'd appreciate your feedback by Friday." Clear, polite, and time-specific.
Another tip, use transition phrases to connect ideas. Regarding your last email or following up on our conversation, it guides the reader naturally.
And always close politely. "Thanks for your time, best regards," or simply "looking forward to your reply." It's friendly, professional, and wraps up the message neatly.
For chat apps, the style is slightly different. You can be a little more casual. "Hey, could you check this for me?"
Or, quick question about the report.
Right. But politeness is still important. Adding please or thanks goes a long way. Could you send me the slides, please?
And don't forget, emojis can sometimes help if your workplace is casual. A simple smile can soften a request or show friendliness.
Good point, but use them sparingly. Overuse can seem unprofessional.
Now, let's practice a short scenario. You need to email your manager about a report update. How would you start?
Maybe, hi, Mr. Lee. I hope you're doing well. I've updated the report as discussed and attached it here for your review.
Perfect. Short, polite, and clear. You're practicing both email structure and useful phrases.
And if you need a reply, you can add, I'd appreciate your feedback by Thursday if possible. Sets expectations clearly.
Now, in chat, you could send, Hi, Mr. Lee, I've just uploaded the report. Could you take a look when you have a moment? Thanks. Slightly lighter, but still professional.
Exactly. Notice the repetition of polite phrases. Could you, thanks. It's simple, consistent, and keeps the tone friendly.
And if someone asks for clarification, you can respond, Sure, I added the latest figures to section 3 and updated the summary slide. Clear, direct, and helpful.
Or if you made a small mistake, acknowledge politely. Apologies, I forgot to include last week's data. I've added it now. It shows responsibility without sounding dramatic.
Everyone makes mistakes. The trick is phrasing it smoothly and moving on.
And another useful pattern, asking for confirmation. Could you confirm if this format works for you? Helps avoid misunderstandings.
Oh, and when replying to long threads, you can quote the key part regarding your question about the timeline. It helps everyone follow the conversation.
Good tip. And don't forget your tone. Written English lacks vocal cues, so phrases like, I think this could work well, or just a quick suggestion, soften statements and avoid sounding bossy.
And repetition helps here too. Use please, thanks, could you, I'd appreciate, frequently until it feels natural.
Role play time. I send a chat. Hi, Elisa. Could you send me the feedback by today?
Sure, Nico. I'll compile the feedback and send it by 5 p.m. Thanks for the reminder.
Short, clear, polite, and shows commitment. Perfect. And if you need extra time, you could say, I'm gathering the data now. Could I send it by tomorrow morning? Polite and proactive.
Also, for cultural tips, many English workplaces value concise messages. Long, wordy emails or chats can be skipped. Keep it short, clear, and polite.
And humor can still appear lightly. In chat, you could write, I'll send it soon. Coffee is helping me focus.
It humanizes your message.
And finally, always proofread. Typos or missing attachments happen, but a quick check makes your communication smoother and more professional.
So key takeaways for emails and chat: greet politely, use short, clear sentences, ask or inform respectfully, close nicely, and repeat polite phrases for practice.
And don't stress. Practice, repetition, and a friendly tone build confidence fast. Even small daily emails count as learning opportunities. All right, next, we'll explore networking and casual office conversations, where small talk and compliments shine.
But for now, try drafting a short email or chat message using these tips. You'll notice your English feeling more natural with each attempt.
Now, let's step out of formal emails and meetings and into casual office conversations. Think coffee breaks, lunch chats, or hallway catch-ups.
My favorite, but also tricky. You want to be friendly without sounding too informal.
Exactly. Let's start with greetings for social interactions. Hey, how's it going? Or, hi, how's your morning? Are simple and effective.
And adding a small comment makes it feel natural. Hi, Nico. The weather's lovely today, isn't it? It's a casual way to start talking.
Right. Small talk topics like weather, weekend plans, or even popular shows are perfect for building rapport.
And compliments work well here too. I like your presentation yesterday. It was really clear. Or, your workspace looks so organized.
Definitely. And humor helps loosen the mood. Looks like we survived Monday morning again. Little jokes create connection.
Now, networking is slightly different. You might meet someone from another department. You can start with, "Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Elisa from marketing. How about you?"
Perfect. Introducing yourself politely, then asking a gentle question about them. People respond well to that.
And you can follow up with open-ended questions. What projects are you working on right now? Or how do you like working here so far? This encourages conversation.
Exactly. And active listening is key. Nod, smile, and give short responses like, "That's interesting," or "Wow, that sounds challenging."
If they mention something impressive, you can compliment naturally, like, "That's a great accomplishment. Congratulations." Shows encouragement and attentiveness.
And you can gently share about yourself too. "I'm currently working on a campaign for our new product. It's exciting but busy." Sharing creates balance.
Role-play time. You meet a new colleague at the coffee machine. I say, "Hi, I'm Elisa. Are you in sales?"
"Hi, Elisa. Yes, I am. I've just started here last month. How about you?"
Polite, friendly, and encourages further dialogue.
Then I could respond, "I'm in marketing. Nice to meet you. What projects are you focusing on right now?" Opens up the conversation naturally.
Exactly, and you can throw in small, playful comments. Hopefully the coffee keeps us going through all the emails today.
And if the conversation slows, simple phrases like, "Tell me more about that," or "How did you handle that challenge?" keep it flowing.
Another cultural tip. In English workplaces, avoid very personal topics unless you know the person well. Stick to work-related stories, hobbies, or general interests.
And repeating phrases helps too. "Nice to meet you. What projects are you working on?" Or "How do you like working here?" Practice them in different combinations.
Exactly. Also, connecting through small gestures matters. Smiling, making eye contact, and being genuinely curious goes a long way.
And if you forget a name, it's okay to politely ask, "Sorry, I didn't catch your name again." Most people appreciate honesty and politeness.
And let's talk about follow-ups. If you exchange details, you might send a short chat. "Hi, Alex. It was great meeting you earlier. Looking forward to working together." Short, friendly, professional.
Or, after a small team lunch, "Thanks for a fun lunch, everyone. I enjoyed hearing your stories." Shows warmth and builds connections.
Humor and light stories also make networking easier. I tried the office printer this morning. It tried to eat my report. Small shared laughs create bonds.
And don't worry about being perfect. Just being polite, attentive, and friendly matters more than flawless sentences.
Let's role play one more. You want to join a group chatting about a project. How do you enter politely?
"Hi, everyone. Mind if I join? I'd love to hear your ideas on this project."
Polite, clear, and shows interest without interrupting.
Perfect. And once you're in, active listening, brief comments, and occasional humor help you integrate smoothly.
Remember, small steps build confidence. Start with greetings, ask open-ended questions, give compliments, and gently share your own experiences.
So, key takeaways: greet warmly, ask open-ended questions, give compliments, use humor lightly, actively listen, and repeat phrases to build fluency.
And every social conversation is practice. Notice patterns, repeat them, and enjoy the process. English at work doesn't have to feel stiff or scary.
Next up, we'll explore handling tricky situations with tact, like clarifying misunderstandings and apologizing gracefully.
But for now, enjoy practicing casual office talk. It's fun, natural, and builds real-world confidence.
All right, let's tackle tricky workplace situations. Imagine misunderstandings, missed deadlines, or small mistakes. These happen to everyone.
Oh, yes. The classic oops moments at work. Handling them gracefully is key for English learners and professionals alike.
First tip, Stay calm and polite. Even if you're frustrated, start with a neutral greeting. Hi, Sarah. I wanted to discuss a quick issue with the report.
And then acknowledge responsibility if it's your mistake. I realized I missed a section in the report. I've updated it now. Short, clear, and professional.
Exactly. Apologizing politely matters. I apologize for the oversight. Or, sorry about that. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Simple phrases go a long way.
And if it's someone else's mistake, you can clarify gently. I noticed a discrepancy in the data. Could we review it together? Polite, solution-focused, not accusatory.
Right. Softening language is key. Words like perhaps, maybe, could we, and let's consider keep conversations tactful.
Let's role play. I say, Nico, the numbers in your slide don't match the report. How do you respond politely?
Thanks for pointing that out, Elisa. I'll check the data and correct it immediately. Polite, appreciative, and proactive.
Perfect. And adding a small collaborative phrase helps. Let's review it together to ensure accuracy. Shows teamwork.
Another tricky scenario. Miscommunication in instructions. You might say, just to clarify, did you mean we should focus on the marketing section first? Simple, polite, and prevents further errors.
And if someone seems upset, keep it calm and empathetic. I understand your concern. Let's find a solution together. Neutral language helps diffuse tension.
Humor can be gentle too, when appropriate. Looks like this report wanted extra attention today. Lightens mood without offending.
And don't forget follow-ups. After resolving an issue, a quick email or chat. Thanks for reviewing this with me. Everything is updated now. Short, professional, polite.
Role play again. Someone missed a deadline. The client needed this yesterday. You could reply, I'm sorry for the delay. I've prioritized it and will send the update today. Polite, responsible, and solution-focused.
And asking for guidance is fine. Could you let me know if the revisions meet your expectations? Shows humility and openness.
Another tip, when giving feedback tactfully, start with positives. The slides are great and I love the visuals. One small adjustment we might consider, positive, negative, positive is a classic method.
The sandwich method works every time. Gives feedback without sounding harsh.
And repetition helps here too. Phrases like, could we review? I apologize for. Let's consider. Use them until they feel natural.
And cultural note, in English-speaking offices, direct confrontation is less common. Using soft, polite language prevents conflict and keeps relationships smooth.
And if you ever feel stressed, pause, breathe, and frame sentences calmly. I understand this is important. Here's my plan to resolve it. Confidence matters more than perfect grammar.
Roleplay, final scenario. You received unclear instructions for a project. How do you clarify politely?
Hi, Sarah. I want to make sure I understand your instructions correctly. Did you mean we should focus on the Q3 sales data first, then the projections?
Perfect. Clear, polite, and confirms understanding without blame.
So, key takeaways: stay calm, apologize politely, clarify gently, provide solutions, use positive language, and repeat key phrases until fluent.
And remember, every tricky situation is a chance to practice polite English, problem solving, and emotional intelligence all at once.
With practice, even difficult conversations become natural, respectful, and effective.
And you'll notice over time your confidence in handling workplace English grows. Small, consistent steps make a big difference.
All right, now let's take a moment to look back at everything we practiced today.
From greetings to meetings, emails, casual chats, and tricky situations, you've covered a lot.